Shalom lekulam! Welcome to this video lesson series on Hebrew prefixes. This is part 1 where we'll see an introduction to the general idea on how to use these Hebrew prefix words. So let's go. So in English, we know that words are distinctly separated by spaces when we write them, right? So here we have the examples, the world and you, to David in Hebrew, from cold that lasts, as king. So there is a space between the article or preposition or conjunction and the word that is being modified. But that is not the case in Hebrew. In Hebrew, the words that we consider as prefixes are attached to the word that they modify. So let's see these examples. Ha, that means the, okay, ha'olam. Ve, that means and, this is a prefix word. Le, that means to, in this case, and it's also attached to the word it modifies. Be means in, see, and mi, that means from, okay, that's another prefix word. She, that means that, again a prefix word, and ki, that means as. Okay, so these words are sort of glued to the next word, the word that they are referring to, and I've highlighted them in red here. But in the real world, of course, they're not highlighted, so we just read them as is. We should know that they are compound words and that they are distinct words. So the examples that we just saw are the most common Hebrew prefixes, and there are 7 of them. So these are the 7 most frequently used prefix words glued to the words that they modify. So please note that the prefix words can have varying meanings. Right. So let's take a look at them one by one. Ha. Well, it usually means the. Okay, in rare instances it could be used as a question, but generally it means the. And ve generally means and. It's a conjunction. Right? So the ha and ve are quite simple here. However, when we look at le, it could mean to, it could mean for, it could also mean of, and it really depends on the context of the sentence. Same with be, it could mean in, it could also be used to say in the, or with, or by, again depending on the context. Same with me, it could mean from, or of, or out of. She could mean many things. It could be used to say that, which, or who, or even whom. And ki could mean as or like. Now, aside from having various meanings, these prefix words can also have various pronunciations. Well, most of them at least. Now let's take a look at these pronunciation examples. Now for ha, it's quite simple. Generally we say ha for the word the. It could be pronounced as he in some rare occasions, but generally it's ha. For the word that means and, which is written with a vav, it could be pronounced ve, va, and sometimes u. For the Hebrew word that means to, for, or of, it could be pronounced as le, la, li. Sometimes it could even be pronounced as lo, but most of the time it's le. Now for the Hebrew word that means in the, with, or by, it is spelled with a bet, and it could be pronounced as be, ba, and sometimes as bi. The Hebrew word that means from, of, or out of is written with the letter mem, and it could be pronounced as mi or me, depending on the situation. Now, the Hebrew word that means that, which, who, or whom is written with a shin, and it is pronounced as she. Now, that's simple. You can only pronounce it as she. And finally, we have the Hebrew word that means as or like, and it's written with the letter kaf, and could be pronounced as ki or ke. So it's really important to recognize these Hebrew prefix words, because when they are attached to the word that they refer to, they're just written as one. So being able to distinguish it is about instant recognition of these words. So that's it for our introduction to the guiding principles around Hebrew prefix words. In part 2, which is the next video, we're going to focus on the prefix ha and see a lot of examples and different contexts in which we use this word. I hope this lesson has been useful to you. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to our Hebrew for Learners channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when there's a new video that gets released. See you next time. Lehitraot.